One of the first things that I want to say, it's about this formula that it's called auto-suggestion.
Auto-suggestion, okay.
Or also it can be self-confidence formula. And it's from the book Think, Grow Rich of Napoleon Hill. He said that those two are the key practice to make everything else that it's being spoken in the book true and transform into material reality. One of the methods is 10 minutes every day, every single day of self-confidence practice and 30 minutes of auto-suggestion to think in the person that you want to be, having like a clearly mental mind of what would that be and of like the results.
But that means that first you need to like, before doing that you need to like sit up and like actually come up with a plan of what you want to become, right?
Oh no,
and
no,
then you
no,
just
no.
every day you repeat that plan to yourself?
No, it's just that it doesn't have to be like a specific plan, you know. It's more like constant thoughts and like constant realizations that, you know, every day you live a different thing, right? So every day that adds up to your new thing, but it's nothing repetitive. He mentioned that those two practices are essential in order to execute the main goal that you have. So for example, I have it here. So in the right side is the main goal, so it's a detailed main goal, you know, what I want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
And those two practices, they're enforcing the main goal at something completely possible if you follow that, and you're gonna understand why. So first, the 30 minutes of auto-suggestion, something that you're gonna like put in your mind every day. And since our brain, it's in that dark locked box that I told you, he doesn't know whether you are that thing that you're feeling, and whether you are like actually achieving these things. He doesn't know, he just know how you're feeling, right? It's kind of hard to implement all those new habits and new practice and all these new things. You're just rewiring your whole brain to like start working on these hard aspects of your life that you know that they have like a vice on you, and they also, you know, like have a chain on you in a certain way, and you're not gonna win putting all together at once. So something that really helps is if you feel like it. So for example, instead of you applying habits in your daily routine, habits that the person that you want to be would be having, you will just feel as the person that you want to be accomplish those habits, those routines, you know. So for example, instead of like saying I want to do gym 1 hour a day for 7 days a week, you know. Instead of just saying that, you're gonna also put in your mind before then doing that the feeling of be doing that, you know. So for example, you're gonna like have the feeling, the perfect feeling of you feeling strong because you are doing this constant practice for 7 days a week, 1 hour. By feeling like the way that you want to be, it's more likely that you're gonna start to be than if you're trying to implement new hard habits to your life, you know, because you're trying to like go against your brain, how you're wired your whole life. You're not gonna win this fight. Do you agree?
Do I agree? But I think like you cannot start too hard.
So by just thinking as you are able to doing that, you already like accomplish something that it's called auto-suggestion, that it's reinforcing thoughts and dominant thoughts that will then create an effect in your life. Our dominant thoughts, they pretty much tell our day, right? You know, they command our day. If you start the day like thinking something like, oh, you just trip and you hurt your finger. You're like your feet, it's hurting. You're gonna be like, fuck, I just started the day and I'm already tripping and I'm already hurting myself, you know, the day is already going bad. And then that's gonna be in your mind, and you, by speaking to you, are just entering in that same frequency. And you're not gonna see beyond that, because that's why your mind, it's being dominant, right? So that's how you're gonna see it. That extends for the whole period of your day, unless you break that. By doing 30 minutes of this practice with these dominant thoughts that you are going for. For example, I'm thinking, I want to be healthier, I want to eat good, I want to feel better. I want to start feeling better with myself. I want that productivity, it's more like present in my day. Like if you reinforce all that, it's a little of a gratitude type of form too. That's your dominant thoughts. And even better if you do that very early in the day, because that's really gonna call the day, you know. It's really gonna like set the mood of the whole day. It's martingale, you become what you think about.
Yeah, but I think like when we talk about habits, to implement them more easily, you have to reward yourself and also put them as a priority in your like daily life, and have to be like, oh, if my goal is to write more, and I do my today like or tomorrow schedule, this writing session like must happen no matter what, like that's gonna be like the main activity of my day. And then yeah, reward yourself also, and also start not too long. Like if you want to work out more or if you want to write more, like don't start with like 30 minutes, like just do 5 minutes, and it might be done like 5 minutes, like, but then you know like 5 minutes is like you're building the habit, and then yeah, once the habit is here, you can stay like,
you know, our brain, it's inside this box that it's completely dark there, and he have no idea of how big is the effects of an exponential habit or an exponential attitude, you know. That's why sometimes we can also not enter in flow state, because our brain cannot see the exponential value of that activity. So if you're like writing a script and then you just put the first page, like your brain are not seeing that by progressing into like 5 lines, 1 page, 2 pages, and call it a day, is gonna actually create something value and with importance in a matter of weeks or months, you know.
yeah.
So instead of that, he puts you in the escaping mode. He puts you fighting and escape. It's like a primal feeling, right? You know, your body wants to be comfortable and wants to escape, because he wants you to be comfortable. And auto-suggestion, it's pretty much, you know, you're exponentially incentivizing your thoughts to become this that you're thinking. The more clear that you are with your vision, the more clear you will become. They say that it's 90 days to start shifting into a new perspective, into like something new, you know, into a new practice. So for example, if you do 30 minutes of auto-suggestion, thinking the greater person that you want to be, for 90 days, more likely by that time you're slowly shifting in that person, you know. You're slowly like feeling stronger and feeling healthier. Sometimes even not by doing all those habits that it would improve that, but just by feeling. It's crazy.
But I just realized something about like the flow state is that I think like sometimes what can block you is like if you put the goal of I need to finish this, like I need to finish like 5 pages, or I need to get done with it, and like that can be like blocking, because like, oh damn, like I need to finish, like you haven't even started but you're already feeling like, oh I need this to be done, so it's like blocking your mind, thinking like, oh I just need to start this, like the first line or like the first workout exercise, and then like I don't know, it kind of liberates the brain, because there's no pressure of like, oh I need to finish all this 10 scenes that I need to write, or like 10 workout exercises. Like no, I just need to start, and then you know when you start, like brain's like, oh I got it, I'm starting, and so it's like
And that's why I do little checklists. They very good for productivity because you're like checking, and then at the same time that you're checking, you're giving your body dopamine and serotonin. Dopamine because is the motivation of doing, and serotonin is the good feeling of doing. So you do because you want, and you also feel good because you're doing. But something that really bother our process too, it's also the thing that I was saying, the I need, the I want, because that puts you in a frequency of you not having. I used to act a lot like that in my life. I'll see like this beautiful Lamborghini with like a 16 years old dude driving, passing by, I'll be like, fuck, I want that, I need that. And that puts me into a place of, I don't have that, and that's not for me, that's not mine, that's, I'm not enough for that, I'm not good for that. And that, instead of like pushing you closer, just put you farther. Because then now you're like going over all this materialistic thing of thinking that you need that just to kind of like give you like a self-validation and like a good feeling about yourself, but none of those things actually matter.
So what you should do, like how you should say it?
Now when I see a beautiful car, I just feel good because I put myself into the frequency, I put myself into the attitudes of having that, I put myself into the path of accomplishing that. I don't need and I don't want. This is in my way, I just need to do my part. I just need to do what I gotta do, So the whole thing of like the autosuggestion and the dominant thoughts is just making yourself closer to the main goal, that it's becoming your greatest self, becoming what you think about. The 10 minutes of self-confidence, it's pretty much the same principle of the 30 minutes of autosuggestion. It stands for every wish, every desire. Desire is not a good thing, because desire, it's almost sinful. Desire, it comes from like a place of also not having, and a place of like, most of the times like jealousy. So for example, when I give the example of the cars, right, the Ferrari, if I get like a desire from that, it comes from like a bad place. So I'm sorry for saying this word, not desire. Yeah, it's really about the words that you say. We have to pick very, very right our words, because they're our dominant thoughts. They're calling your day. So every thought, every idea that I keep with persistence in my mind, it's gonna create a practical path to achieve whatever is the goal of it, just by natural law. But I do believe that at a certain point it's gonna come to fruition, because you plant a seed, it comes water, oxygen, and then it grows. It's the same thing. You're planting the seed, you're planting the project, the idea in your mind, and it's just, when it's not in fruition yet, it might be growing into it, So 10 minutes of self-confidence, it's very good, and it's very like rewarding, because it's a little of a gratitude practice too. And when I say like 10 minutes of self-confidence, it sounds a little like cheesy, right? It looks like I'm gonna like be 10 minutes saying like I'm the best, I'm the best. And it's not that. It's more like, today I have successfully ate 4 meals,
Wait, 4 meals? Wait, why 4 though? Breakfast.
Oh yeah,
lunch,
I'm just
dinner.
adding one more because it's better, right? That's my greater self. And
Okay.
and
Your greater self is 4 meals.
yeah,
a day.
it's 4 meals.
Okay,
Yeah, you gotta
got
be
it.
strong. I want to be a bodybuilder.
Okay.
Today I successfully trained hard my 1 hour workout, and I feel good. I feel like strong. So it's very easy when you're doing this 10 minutes of self-confidence practice to start like going in this direction. Of like, for example, let's keep in the same line of thought of my working out. Today I feel stronger. Is it because yesterday I didn't work out and then I didn't work out yesterday. Maybe tomorrow I'm not gonna even want to work out because I didn't went yesterday and I need to go 7 days a week. I'm already not doing what I said that I would do. Am I gonna ever be able to do something that I want to do? You know, and you just go, and it's very easy because you know your brain he's like suffocating. He's like, you need to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You stop with that, like, you know, you need to be comfortable.
Yeah, but then if our brain's goal is to be comfortable, why we have those negative thoughts? Because that makes us uncomfortable,
that
right?
Thing, the negative thoughts. It's our brain in that shifting to that mentality of fighting and escape, the primal mentality. He's saying all those things to you because he doesn't want you to keep working out, and he doesn't want you to keep implementing those, you know, hard tasks. He wants you to take you out of this consistency.
Now my personal challenge is not to work more, but is actually to work less. Like I've realized that I cannot spend a day without working.
You remember that day that we said no work?
We didn't know what to do, like the whole day. Like, okay, so I can write, I can
and then
edit, sue.
Every time that we were almost chilling, we started like engaging in something that is almost work, you know, or something that would like make us.
But that's also like a habit that we got, like being unable to just live without having to be productive, and then like learning how to take a break, like.
No, and boredom is something essential for the human being.
But I think it's because, like, I think it's also because we're not scheduling other activities. We're just planning our work when we do like our weekly schedule.
And we also don't schedule the boredom, you know. And even like, you know, stuff that used to be like, you know, your habit, your good comfort time, you know. For example, for me it was drawing. When I had to like draw, like it would be like, you know, the most fun time I'm spending with myself. But now if I think of drawing, I'm already thinking that it's work, and it's so work, it's super work. This is not bad, you know. We just mature our mind to have that as, you know, something that we can make it something out of, you know, like a living, like we do, right? So yeah, those two practices, they're like gold in my life. I think they really change a lot, because I feel that now, you know, I have like a purpose, you know, something to live for in a way, you know. It's a bit of a hard concept because having a purpose sometimes is a little selfish, you know. Having a purpose sometimes is a little like, it's a bit egocentric. So for example, if somebody has like any purpose but something happens in the world, you know, like that purpose has no matter to that bigger thing, right? Having a purpose, but also just be, you know, just do your best, and also, you know, just live life, just live the experience that life is, right? Before, I used to have goals that they were more egocentric in a way of I wanted to just achieve things. I want just to have things. And that's the egocentric part of it that I'm telling. But now what I'm trying to accomplish with my goals is that I want impact and value, you know. I believe with this goal that I established for myself, not also accomplish things for my being, for myself, but I'm also creating impact to like other people's life, you know. I'm like delivering value, you know. And I feel that the universe, it kind of like feels that you are with this frequency.
You have to really stay true to yourself and not like just cross checklist. Okay, who do I want to become, like, or what do I want to achieve in the next like 5 or 10 years? And I think that's like a cool question, because it's easy to ask yourself like, oh, I'm a painter, so okay, what do I want to achieve as a painter? But you know, like, it's not just what you want to achieve as a painter, it's also what you want to achieve. And when you ask yourself this question, like last time, like 3 days ago, I asked myself this and I couldn't answer, because all my answers were like, make a feature film, like, I don't know, win an Oscar, or like make TV shows, make this and that. But like I could not, like I had no idea what else I could do. And then what is even harder is that not even like I couldn't like have other ideas than in the filmmaking industry, which have been like in my head, like, you know, since I was a kid. I was like, yeah, filmmaking. That's what I'm gonna do. So like my brain never really thought of anything else. But also it's so hard to not do what others are doing, and you think you need to achieve that because, you know, it's kind of cool or trendy, or just because I literally read a book about a dude who launched a video game in a magazine, and I was like, wait, do I want to do it? And I was like,
wait, do I have to launch in a magazine?
But then I asked myself, because I was like, oh, this could be cool to do, and I was like, wait, but do I really want to do that, or is that because like all the people who made it right now, or the person that I just read a book from did that? And it's so hard because then it's really comes to knowing yourself, and then it's like, and when you start asking yourself like, what do you really want to do? Well, like, it takes a minute. I don't know. Like, besides filmmaking, yeah, I mean stuff in fashion and other things, but like I haven't had unlocked the moment where my brain really is able to expand like the possibilities, because I'm still locked in the artistic thing and the filmmaking more precisely.
Is that other thing that Rick Rubin say, right? You know, we have to see everything as the first time that we seen that thing, and we cannot also only take our perspectives of whatever we're doing to that thing, you know. So for example, you're gonna see the wine bottle, and then you're gonna be like, I want to make a movie about a wine bottle. What if you
design the bottle?
Yeah. What if you design the cap of the bottle?
Yeah, just see the thing as it is, and not put it in the box or in your perspective.
I think what is very important to have it a good sense of what you like doing and what it brings you fun, because we also have like the mania of like taking stuff's final, right? So, you know, for example, we do something and we are like, that's gonna be it, you know. And now I gotta build wine bottles for the rest of my life, but Da Vinci didn't do that. You know, Da Vinci was every kind of thing.
Yeah, but also you need to do lots of things, because you don't know that you like something.
Yeah, you need to try every type of thing.
No, you have no idea.
And I think that's like the prime of, like, you know, our existence, right? Is to be able to try like all these kind of things, and, you know, figure it out, you know, do what it's being fun to do and keep doing until maybe it's not fun anymore. But what is a really good thing as well is to have that sense of value, and with the sense of value is to take this as the purpose. So for example, we start a YouTube channel, you know, and even if nobody watches, if we feel that we are delivering value, that's already a huge ass purpose, you know. That's already a huge ass thing to keep you going. Yeah, because, you know, you're doing that because you like and because you think that there is something meaningful in that thing, right? And that's like really important. You know that you're creating impact, and you know that you're delivering value, so that's already, you know, that's about it, my man.